You know damn right.
Damn right.
Hell yeah. What's up?
What's up?
Another day in paradise, brother.
Andrew, good to see you the other day, too. Andrew hooked me up with some McDonald's the other day.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Was in line getting a couple McMuffies. Sarah called and said, I want a McMuffie.
You just say McMuffie?
Well, yeah. Anyway, got the McMuffin hookup.
Very nice.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with McMuffie. It's like a fun word, right? It is fun. It was fun for me.
Did you invent said word, or is this something you heard on the street?
Welcome to the Mind Snacks podcast. It is Wednesday, March 30th, the year 2022. And I have 10 days until I'm a married man.
Woo woo.
I know, it's all about me.
And I have 11 until I'm 30.
You have 11 until you're 30. That's crazy. I actually forgot about that. Like, I keep forgetting about that, because I got all this other stuff going on. But a planned after party at the wedding, right? Like, we're going to Ziggs after the wedding.
We are?
That's a planned thing.
That's a planned thing?
That's a planned thing. Got to go Ziggs. Got to visit Nate Dogg.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, Nate, somebody's got to work, right?
Yeah. So, planned after party. Tyler turns 30. Mm-hmm. We're going to celebrate. Paradise City is going to be on stage, man.
Really?
Name of the band, Paradise City.
I don't know who that is.
They're rocking the stage.
Have we heard them before?
We've heard them before. They're good.
They play bangers.
Oh, bangers, Bob.
Lots
Bangers,
of
Bob. I'm Sean B., and I'm here with my friend Tyler Me, as always, every Wednesday. Tyler, how are you this week?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
It was pretty nice out today. I was pretty happy that it was
Dude,
80
it was
degrees.
nice. I thought it was going to storm all day, but it didn't storm all day.
Yeah.
It just stormed. It's just going to storm tonight. Yeah, and it looks rough out there. It looks like it's coming.
Yeah.
I thought it was starting today when I heard the big sonic boom or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
You said you didn't hear it.
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't know what it
like
could be.
I see it all over the internet. You had seen apparently where it was Atterbury, wasn't Atterbury. So I'm told it wasn't Atterbury. Patrick heard it, said he thought his building was falling over. Yeah. We heard it when I thought it was thunder. I was like, shit, it's gonna storm today. That makes sense.
It just sounded weird. It didn't, because it was just like a boom and not, how thunder kind of extends a little bit, or you hear it, as it's cracking or whatever, and it was just like boom, and that was it.
Right.
So it was a little bit weird.
No thunder. What's up, Brian? How are you, sir? Brian rocked the stage at Ziggy's last night with Lonesome Crow.
Yep.
I got to get up there and join them a little bit.
They were serenading me with their sweet words.
They played back-to-back Matchbox 20 for you last night.
I know. I'm going to try to get them to learn some Michelle Branch.
What? Nothing. I always make you mad when I do that. Every time you say Michelle Branch and I say, making my way downtown, and knowing that's Vanessa Carl.
Yeah.
That's the only part you know.
I like getting up there and singing with those guys, but it reminds me that I haven't sang in 10 years. Because every time I'm like, man, I'm struggling through one song. I used to do 40 or 50.
Right.
Now I'm struggling through one. Our guest in studio today is a man who's been here often. He might be our most frequent guest.
Could be.
Mr. Patrick McGuire. How are you tonight,
Hello,
Patty?
fans.
How are you tonight, Patty?
I am great. Like you, was kind of watching the weather today. The wind is extremely strong out there. I thought I was going to go ahead and take my pool cover off, so I didn't have to take it off today, because it's blown it so hard. It's actually, kind of blows up and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's not even water on top of it anymore, which is nice. Makes it easier to take off.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of thinking, hey, if I go ahead and just do that cable, it'd probably end up on top of the neighbor's house somewhere or whatever, but not my problem, right?
Wrap it up for you.
Tyler, do you have a pool?
No.
I also do not have a pool. Our podcast is not a place for your humble brags, sir.
I apologize.
I had a little pool cover, man. Then after I got the pool cover done, had to go release the beast on the fucking, the Z that I got, the IROC I got in the garage. Had to take the cover off it too, man.
Fucking restrictor plates out of the car.
Yep,
Barely street legal.
them T-tops are coming out, bub.
Barely street legal.
There's two things coming out, T-tops and pectorals. Let's go.
My name is Carl.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Good times, though. Tyler,
Yes.
you got us a treat today.
I did.
Very
Very good
last-minute plan.
Very good
But,
treat.
Cotton candy blizzards, dude. They actually taste like cotton candy.
Blizzard of the month, Dairy Queen.
Yeah, I'm pissed. They were Puppy Chow was supposed to be Blizzard of this month, and
Yeah.
they're already out. They ran out like 2 weeks in or something, or a
It
weekend.
sounds awesome.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I guess we're at the end of the month though. So
I hate that we missed it, but this cotton candy blizzard does slap. I'm more of a chocolate guy when it comes to ice cream, but this is slapping. Tastes like cotton candy. It really does.
Yeah.
for sure, very sweet. Doesn't go well with beer.
What are you drinking anyway? Is that a Corona?
Corona.
Yeah?
Yep.
You can have any beer in the house
You're more of a Budweiser Select guy.
as long as it's a
Ah.
Corona.
You know, it
got
was in the
Bud Lights
refrigerator, and
He's
I
got
wasn't
Bud
going
Lights
liquor
in my fridge.
Wow.
I do have Bud Lights here. I like to leave them laying around just in case someone come over later or something. You know.
Just
Yeah.
all over the place.
He squirrels in places.
Just all over the place. Well, we got a lot to do tonight. This is the last podcast before my married man.
Yeah. Or your nuptials.
We will not be doing Mind Snacks for the next 2 Wednesdays. I'm sad about that. So this is it for a couple weeks. No Mind Snacks next week. No Mind Snacks the week after. I'll be in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
Well,
For our mini moon.
have you been to New Orleans before?
I've never been. I'm pretty excited about that. I know she is too.
Absolute
it's a place
shithole.
that we've heard that.
It's a very good shithole, though.
I mean, don't they hose off the streets every morning?
They have to because they're so
it's
gross.
so nasty and stuff.
They're so gross.
Is it because it's below sea level?
No, it's because all the people that are partying there, legit,
spilling beer everywhere.
spilling
whatever.
beer,
Yeah.
shitting in the street, whatever they want to do. They run a fucking muck down there.
Wow. Good times. I can't wait.
Their food is phenomenal too.
I can't wait.
Me and Jones are there because we left on a cruise out of New Orleans, dude.
Oh, that's
That's
right,
a fucking
yeah.
wild ride. You're on the river for like 4 hours or something.
Oh, before you
Oh,
can
yeah.
get out to the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild, dude.
Huh.
And then, yeah, New Orleans.
So
is
were
awesome.
you guys down in the French Quarter then? I guess is that
Yeah.
that's the party area they call it, right? The French Quarter or whatever. Is
We went, and then like, oh yeah, dude, it's wild. It's a wild place. We went to a bar and got peel and eat shrimp. Like, and they were messy as fuck, and they were spicy as shit.
Wasn't like that one dude work. Was
Yeah,
it? They
yeah,
brought
man.
the ones that are raw,
Yeah.
need to be cooked, and
Peel
he's
and
like, he
eat.
thinks they're peel and eat, and they're raw.
They just say easy peel. On the
Easy
thing.
peel.
Peel on them outside. He thought they were cooked. He's been eating them for years.
That's funny. Yeah, dude.
I hope he doesn't watch it. I want to embarrass him, but that's funny as shit.
Yeah, I don't think he has.
Yeah, we're going on
He doesn't have internet.
I guess we're going on a riverboat dinner cruise. A jazz cruise or
That'd
whatever.
be kind of cool, dude.
Yeah. Pretty stoked about that. I don't speak Cajun. It's like a merger of French and redneck.
Yeah.
And I don't know either of those. I know a little redneck.
They
And
don't have
Sarah's from
Rosetta
Decatur
Stone?
County, so
Dude, she's fluent. You got.
Yeah.
Well,
She's from
it might-
Decatur County.
it's just like speaking the same language but a different dialect. You know, once she catches on to the dialect, it's game over.
It's like I speak Portuguese. This is only Spain, dude. Calm down. Right, I get it. Okay. So we should be good. We'll know how to navigate and talk to the locals.
Like I said, you could brush up a little Rosetta Stone, you know,
Right.
next week while you got a little extra time on your
Bro,
hands.
he calls her and says, "Hey, you guys have hillbilly?"
Right.
As a matter of fact, sir, we do.
They're like, "We thought no one would ever ask us."
Right. We finally got one.
All right. So I got to tell you guys, if you are near a Dairy Queen, stop and get this cotton candy blizzard.
It's
It is
fire.
refreshing, dude.
Yeah,
It slaps.
shit was fire, dude.
What does it mean when it says slaps? Is that a good thing?
Yeah, slaps a good thing.
Oh, so what are you saying? Will Smith
Well-
is fine. I mean, is that where we're going with this? Is that where this came from?
Yeah.
Why don't you just say, hey, man, this is all like Will Smith over
This
here?
this blizzard is the Will Smith to my Chris Rock. I briefly alluded to the fact that we may get into that because there's been so much discussion about that, and I've actually taken a little bit of heat online for my take on it.
I read a little bit of your posts and stuff, but I'm also, today, because you said something last night about it, so I spent a little time today kind of looking at it, trying to watch the slow-mos of it and stuff, and I don't know, it's just weird how,
Didn't he?
for
get,
me, he went from laughing so hard at the joke, leaning back laughing,
Right.
oh, she's not happy. Okay, now I got to do something.
Okay, but first, who let someone just walk up on stage at the fucking Oscars?
Right. If I was Chris Rock, I'd be like, hey, security,
Yeah.
great job.
Yeah,
You're rehired
That-
for my next gig.
that's what I mean. Like, okay, that's kind of fishy.
right.
Then when he smacks him, it doesn't even sound like a slap. It sounds literally like someone smacking the mic.
right.
Didn't like 2 minutes later he got Oscar for Best Actor?
Right. Right.
Then, like you said, The Grammys had like the lowest ratings ever.
Right.
Now
They're
everyone
trying-
knows what the
right.
Grammys are.
They're gonna watch it next year.
Academy
just 'cause-
Awards.
Yeah, well, what and then
Oscars.
and then
teach
Chris
me the
Rock's
award?
comedy or tickets. He's on tour right now. His tickets just jumped up like $300 or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I think
next
like
couple
it's just
shows.
a conspiracy. It's too big.
You think so?
I think it was fake.
So that's your take on it.
There's no way Will Smith gets up on stage and smacks someone defending your wife who has an open relationship with one of your son's friends, dude.
Right.
You don't defend that. No.
All right.
You don't
So-
wreck me. You don't wreck me
I
on
think-
national TV, and then I'm not. If you do that, I'm not smacking someone for you for sure.
I just think for me too, it's Chris Rock's reaction. He had his hands behind his
The whole
back
time.
the entire
The
time.
whole time. He never
if
even-
somebody's walking up on you and you can sell, like you could probably, like you can tell when somebody's mad when they're walking up, you can read it in their face, right? So if he sees him, he's coming at him.
And
Now,
he-
I'm sure the lighting's a little hard to see or
I
whatever,
say
but
that he
but
probably
when he-
didn't
when-
think he was coming to smack him.
right. But when a guy comes up and you can see him like
After he
this,
just
you're
made fun of his wife.
you're instantly going to have some type of body reaction.
He didn't do shit.
And he didn't do it. He just stood right there like this and took it and
And-
didn't move or flinch at all.
Yeah.
So to me, I think that's weird because a normal human being anytime,
Yeah.
didn't know it was coming is going to do, they're going to step back,
Do
or,
something.
something.
And if you get smacked that fucking hard, you're gonna need a little recovery time.
And I think he did catch him, but if you watch the slow, it looked like he got him, but you know how they do in the movies.
Yeah.
He probably got him a little bit, but he didn't get him a full.
You
know.
need
So
to
I mean,
recover
like-
from a slap like
So I guess it's like WWE.
that. Yeah.
Like
Go,
fake.
just
huh?
go listen to it again, and then like.
I mean, I've listened to it a bunch.
Yeah, but just
Right.
picture Chris Rock smacking the mic behind it. Like you're not gonna hear
Right.
the smack that loud. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it literally sounded like, and it would have sounded like a slap, not like a thud on a microphone.
And speaking like the WWE or whatever, I was kind of watching again to see if he did stomp his foot or something when he hit him to kind of get that sound like they do in the wrestling. So I don't know. I've read a little bit on both sides. I think like I told Tyler last night, I think the slap thing was scheduled. I think when he started yelling at him about keeping his wife
the
out,
ad-lib.
I think that may have been ad-libbed a little
Yeah.
bit or something.
Like he
you
just
know,
had to- he just
and
had
it
to be mad.
yeah, just kind of like took it to another level. That wasn't expected. But I don't know. It just again, Chris Rock's reaction to it, to me, no movement.
So you know
no,
what it reminded me of? The time in school when my buddies had missed so much that if they missed any more, they wouldn't have moved on to the next grade. But they figured out that if they that if you got suspended, it doesn't count. So they fought each other and got suspended so they could play the new Call of Duty. No, like literally the Call of Duty's coming out and they did that. Then
oh my god,
Then
Hauser's such a great.
Let's listen. Let's listen to this.
Him and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win.
That's true too. Like
Right.
that
He
poor
is
bastard.
praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
And this is where shit hits the fan.
Right.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here.
See, in that moment,
Richard.
and I'm gonna back up here.
Uh-oh, Richard.
I'm gonna back up. Here.
That was a nice one. Okay.
How awkward did that sound right there?
what?
Like it almost sounded to me like listen to his speech.
That was a nice one. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's move past it. Like it almost sounded like in that moment he knew he fucked up.
Right.
Nah,
Maybe.
I don't
In
know.
that moment, it literally this is the sound of a man.
All right.
I just
That was a nice one.
I
Okay.
just- to me it sounds like a guy who knew he fucked up at that point.
Richard.
Here he comes.
It just don't sound real.
Oh,
See, they sound like someone smacking a mic.
That doesn't even sound like a smack.
Yeah.
Let me smack you like he did last night, so our fans get a good idea of what a smack sounds like.
Yeah, no. Yeah, hear that? If you get hit that hard, are you just gonna keep talking like that?
Right.
That
Will
hard?
Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Right.
Thi-
wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Gangsta.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm good.
So I'm
Right.
just like, what the
See, there.
fuck?
That's where I thought.
At
maybe
that point, I'm
guy,
like-
it went overboard. That maybe the slap thing was, and then it was going to be like, oh yeah, he slapped shit out of me. Okay, going on, whatever. And then next thing he, goes into this and using, the F
Right.
word and all that
But you
stuff.
don't, like literally, you don't recover that quick from a smack that fucking hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was kind of laughing through the whole thing, and
And it sounded like someone smacking a mic.
right, it did not sound like a smack.
No.
Right.
But guess what it did? It got people talking.
As many women have smacked me across the face, I guarantee that was not a smack.
Yeah,
across
you're
the
like,
face.
I know.
So my take on it
But
was
it's created a national debate, obviously.
sure. Well,
Right,
and, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, look, he slapped him. I heard that already. Let's move on. I'm like, it's the whole fucking generation's like Vine. They can handle something for 6 seconds and they gotta go on to the next thing.
Dude,
Right,
Vine. That's
yeah.
an old one.
It is an old
Oh my God,
People
you're
probably
showing
didn't know
your
what you're
age.
talking about when you say Vine.
a true story. Well, people my age do.
The best Vine ever.
Hey, I
dude.
still get that on my pager.
That backflip though.
That Vine is that still on my pager?
No, dude. My name is Nicholas, and this is ridiculous. I got mad gummy money, and he opens up a wallet and it's got gummy worms in it.
Right.
That's like the only Vine I ever remember.
So, like in my head, and this is where I went with it. Like I looked at it from a couple of different perspectives. One, and the comedians are on this too. Like you want to defend comedy. Comedy is a fucking sacred place.
Right?
People that are on stage telling jokes should be able to tell jokes and not have the fucking world go into a hissy
offended.
about it because they're jokes,
Right.
right? And I agree with that. 99.9% of that I agree with 100%.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get on stage and joke about awful shit. Like the choices on the audience, whether or not they want to watch it. In this particular case, though, to me, like he calls out somebody personally who's sitting right there.
Right.
I've never seen a comic do this. I've never seen a comic call out somebody personally and then kind of make a joke in light of a medical condition that they've been dealing with. Now I understand, like Jada Pinkett, like people hate her, and I understand why.
Well,
But from my perspective as husband or soon to be husband, it really wouldn't take much. And this is what I said. It wouldn't take much for me to say, okay, if Sarah thinks that somebody needs his shit smacked out of him, I ask the questions later.
right.
Like, I'm not going to like spend, well, babe, why? Well, maybe I can go over there and talk him out of it or just tell him what he did wrong.
I ain't smacking no one for Jada, dude.
You look at Jada, remove their marital situation,
No,
their personal
you can't.
shit. You have to.
You
though.
can't.
You have to.
No, you can't though.
If
'Cause
you're trying to
'cause he's in
evaluate
that
the
situation,
situation,
yeah, he's
are
in
you
that
trying to-
situation.
Are you speaking from his emotional thought process? at
See,
that time?
I've kind of removed myself from the whole situation when I say this though. Like at the very baseline of what it was, or at least what it was portrayed to be. Like everybody says, "Oh, he was laughing at the joke," and then he looked over and saw her not laughing. Again, I'm not asking questions. If Sarah told me that this upset her and that I needed to,
man up.
people need to smack, I'm not asking questions.
Right.
I'm just not.
And you're saying that Jada's reaction and the look she gave him was that he needed smacked.
Well,
Is that what you're reading into? I mean, 'cause
that's one interpretation of what people saw. They've said, "Oh, Will was laughing," and then he looked over and saw Jada.
Right.
She was not happy, and then Will reacted. That's one interpretation of what people saw. And
That's if it's real.
And on that, correct. And on that interpretation alone, that's what I'm with that 100%. Like I don't ask questions to my partner.
Yeah, but that's a
Right.
different situation.
Well, they're all different.
She
situations.
hasn't Jada Smith your ass.
She hasn't.
That's what I mean.
She hasn't. But like I said, when you just remove that situation.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like a normal person, like a normal situation, some guy probably would have smacked some guy. But that particular situation, dude, you're not defending her.
Well, also,
All he
you
did
also
to
heard
himself, literally, all he did to himself was get cucked in a meme twice. He's been now he's the butt of two memes, and neither one of them are good to be. Like they're just basically making fun of him all over again. All of them are.
Did you see that Chris Rock claims that he didn't know that she had the medical that
Right.
caused her to, that why she needed to shave her head? Or what do they call that? Alopecia.
Alopecia.
Or what- yeah.
I mean,
Of course, to be honest with you, I don't follow Jada either. I didn't know she had it. I thought she just liked
that's fair.
I just thought she liked the Chrome Dome style. But again, I don't care. You know, I had no skin in that game.
Yeah.
But he's claiming he didn't know, right?
and that can be fair. And celebrities do weird shit, but I think as a whole, when we see a bald female in a non-balding age,
Man, I don't know. I know where you're going with that.
we can almost
but
assume it's medical, can't we?
Well,
No.
I don't disagree because
Not
man,
in
there's a
fucking
lot of
2022. You can't.
That's fair.
a lot of models and stuff these days that go, you know,
They do.
basically high and tight, you know, if nothing else. But
Could you
Again,
imagine a chick with like a pompadour
I'm not even
haircut?
saying.
or like a pomp or like a fucking.
Look, I'm not even
high-and-tight?
saying Chris
Hey.
Rock did something terrible. I'm not saying that.
right,
I'm simply saying that I can almost understand from this one particular perspective what had provided it wasn't staged. From what went down, I can almost understand that from that perspective of being a partner to my partner. That's where I took it from.
I'd
Right.
probably never do it still.
When you talk about comedy and the sacred the sanctity of comedy and all that, like
so here's another question in this. If it is staged and they were working on this or whatever that was staged, do you think that Will Smith would allow Chris Rock to say something like that about his wife to make it to even to go to this point? You know, you think he would allow that? I mean, if he came to you and say, "Hey, we're going to do this bit," you know, and you're going to come up and slap me because I'm going to say this about your wife, and he would probably, I would think he would say, "Hey, I'm good with the bit. We got to use a different joke, though." You know what I mean?
No, he's probably just said, "Tell a joke about my wife." He probably didn't say what it was.
Yeah.
He's probably like,
Maybe,
"Make fun
I
of my wife
guess,
so I can
you
come
know,
up here and
I mean,
smack
and again,
Because if you think it was scripted, they'd have the moment where they know that, okay, this is where he has to come up. You know what I mean?
right,
Because
and that's why nobody stops him from going on stage. Don't get
Right.
me wrong, nobody stops him from going on stage because Will fucking Smith.
No, yeah, but it don't matter.
Right.
Like you're at an award show like that, security should have stopped him. No, it don't matter who it is.
I can agree with you, but Kenny says carpet drapes match the carpet, shaved, high and tight, etc. That's fair. For me, I just, like I said, from that one perspective, like look if somebody said, like if somebody came up to Sarah and said something to her that upset her, not like just something stupid, but like something to her that was that could be taken very personally, that cut deep, that she felt horrible. I have no reservations about approaching a dude and smacking a dude. I got nothing.
Yeah, but okay.
I got no reservation about that.
Wouldn't you also keep that till after
Yeah.
the thing? Like,
yeah, but
go
think-
out there, get your award.
Like-
Next time you see Chris Rock in the back room or whatever, you deck him,
Yeah.
Right.
right?
No, but
So why do you do it? Why do you march your ass up on stage, give him a bitch slap, and even punch him? You know, I mean, God,
Right.
You love your wife so much you only slapped. Come on, nothing says love like an open hand slap to another dude, right?
I mean, think about this though. You're a security professional. The guy on stage just made fun of this dude's wife, and he's now walking up on stage.
yeah,
No red flags there.
right. Yeah. See, there's just so many obscure angles.
Yeah.
and maybe we're overthinking it. I don't know, but
I
This is
think
what
it was
we do.
staged. I think it was staged only because literally Chris Rock's tickets went up and he's currently on tour, and now everyone's
Right.
talking about the fucking award show that
Yeah.
no one probably watched.
right.
It was all like the only people that care about that whole show is all the actors that are
All
there
the
watching
actors
it.
that are
Yeah.
there, right?
They're the only ones that even care really.
Right. And I haven't
But now
watched it
people are going to be talking about
for
that
years
shit.
because I mean, yeah, it's acting, right? Which
Yeah.
I'm sure is a hard job or whatever. But I don't get an award for selling brick every day and bring woo here's a statue. Congratulations! You
Well,
sold,
you're not.
sold
You're
some-
not.
You
You're
sold
not,
the most awesome brick I've ever seen
you're
sold
not
today.
changing the lives of people either. Though.
Oh, how do you, really? Building a new home and bricking outside of their home and the home they're going to walk up to every day, they're going to raise their kids in and stuff is not life changing.
No, they're gonna recognize somebody for that. They're gonna recognize somebody for that, but it's not gonna be the guy that sold the fucking brick.
Just knock me off that
Like,
pedestal
hey,
one time,
listen,
buddy.
listen. If there were an award for that, it would go to the builder, and all you can hope for is that the builder includes you in his
accolades.
acceptance speech.
Right?
in his acceptance speech,
I'd
it was
thank
like,
Patrick McGuire.
God,
Oh,
everybody.
Well, don't they have
Top to
produce,
bottom
they have
in this
producer
game.
awards and music awards? Why
Top-
can't they have the
top to bottom. Right.
subcontractor supplier award or whatever? It's like, woo, look
They're
at
like,
that
man,
lumber.
they're like,
nice
man,
job.
if you want to buy some brick and get hassled the whole fucking time, just go see
Best,
Patrick.
best supporting supplier in the Section 42 community, Patrick McGuire. I'd like to think my brick
Right.
represents tax breaks for everybody. Oh, God
funny.
damn it. Kenny Hughes says, what if you're at work and you have to stand up for your woman? Slapping a man, jeopardize employment. I don't think Will Smith was jeopardizing any employment by doing that. Now, if I'm at work, let's put myself in that position. I'm bartending. Sarah happens to be in there watching me bartend, having a couple drinks or whatever, and somebody says something offhanded to her. I've never been in that position, but I can tell you this. I can't think of a situation where I would let somebody get away with disrespecting my fiance.
No. But your fiance is also pretty badass, so she probably take care of her
Big
for
fan.
herself.
Sure, understood.
I mean,
So, I'm glad
what do
you said that.
Again, back to the whole, hey, I'm going to go up there and open hand slap this
Right.
guy. Woo woo.
Oh God, dude!
It's
Speaking of, dude, like Will Smith, look at him. He's getting cucked in every meme.
I can't read that, dude.
Put it on the screen. Hold on a minute. Let me. It'll fade up there.
Read it. I can't read it.
Oh Lord. Yeah, it's hard to read the meme.
Can you just read it, out?
It says it's a dude. All you see is feet at the bottom of like a hotel bed, and there's like a dude banging a chick on the hotel bed, and the post is by Will Smith. It says, "Kicking back, having a grape soda, and watching my wife celebrate my win at the Oscars tonight. God is good." Like literally every meme is like that. Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
why would he purposely do that to himself?
That's a whole nother. I made that comment the other day that there's stuff between Will and Jada that's not my
Yeah.
business,
Yeah, personal
and
shit.
and I try to leave all that out and just kind of get drilled right down to this situation. But it was funny because I heard about it as I got off work. I watched the videos on the internet. I couldn't fucking believe it. Like, I was blown away from the get-go.
Right.
Couldn't fucking believe it. And then, of course, the internet argues.
right,
and
of
the
course.
internet
Yeah, the
argues.
great debate over fake, real, or whatever.
It's a guy. It's like an old military guy, and it says, "My dearest Penelope, it is day 3 of the Will Smith memes, and I fear there will be no end to them." Fucking Will Smith, dude.
Right?
Yeah. Defended your wife's respect to no end. I got a lot of shit for what I said because some people asked me like, so you would resort to violence to defend your woman? And I said, yeah, I would. I'm not a violent person. I can
Right.
be,
Right.
but I'm not.
Push to the point.
But look at it, like I said, if Sarah's like, this dude needs fucking smacked,
Right.
I'm smacking that dude, and he may kick the shit out of me. I don't know, but I'm not.
Can I suggest
not letting-
starting with a punch again instead of the open hand slap? Because
Hey, I'm looking
His-
for the element of surprise here.
His chances of coming back at you if you land a good one are a lot less than if you open hand slap because he's just going to pop back up and nail you. So
I mean, that can happen anyway.
It's fighting 101. I learned that at Petersville Elementary. School.
Yeah. Back in the day, that
Back in
elementary
the day.
school doesn't even exist anymore.
Right,
so.
right. They took it down the year after I
How
was there
old are
for a
you?
reason. Oh,
How
wow.
old
Thanks.
are you?
Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Speaking of old, Tyler's going to be 30.
Yeah.
11 days,
He's gonna
dude.
be 30.
But
But
reading this thing Rob sent me about the Will Smith stuff.
the whole thing, though, like I'm reading through everybody's comments on it, and I got kind of depressed because of stuff like that. Like a lot of people were just like, we don't need to resort to violence. We
Right.
don't need to this. We
Right.
don't need to that. And I'm like,
Dude, today
I felt almost like people were surprised and angered by the fact that I don't think enough people get popped in the mouth.
Right.
I mean, I don't either, but you got to think, dude, like in this day and age, like I've seen, there's a video going around and it was like some dude getting shot because he shoveled the fucking snow onto his neighbor's driveway and his neighbor just
Right.
came out and killed him. Like Like that's today. That's the world we live in now. Like you could go up and smack someone, they'll just gun you down.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure. Well, back in the day, you could have done it, and they would musket you down.
Well, I mean, like, but it was way less
Musket
common.
you.
It was way less common, like even 5 years ago, to see a bunch of people carrying guns, or even
Right.
even like 10 years ago, whatever. It's way
Sure.
different. Now
I
people
get
don't. Now people don't fuck around.
Well,
I get it.
Being
Look,
the
I get
elder,
it.
I can tell you from my dad's story back when he was young and stuff. It was not uncommon in the bar to get in a big fight.
That's what
You
I
went
mean.
outside, beat the crap out of each other. Whoever lost went in and bought the round of beers, and you
Right.
sat there and bullshit the
Yeah.
rest of the night. You know,
They don't
like
do that
okay,
now.
you won, right? Now it's got to okay.
If you beat
punch you
someone's
once,
ass,
next
so
thing you
they
know,
shoot
you're pulling
you.
a gun and stuff. You
Yeah.
can't just keep it to fisticuffs.
And that's the thing. Look,
express
I'm
your
40.
express your emotions and right.
I'm fucking 40. Fighting hurts.
Oh yeah,
Fighting fucking hurts. I have no desire to do that. Going back, let's see here. Women being badass. Why didn't Jada just speak up for herself? If she was that upset, doesn't she see herself as badass?
well,
I mean, possibly. Maybe I don't. She's not as badass as Will Smith, but
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. She's pretty badass for a woman.
I mean,
I bet she could whip my ass. I bet she
figured-
could
I
whip your
figured
ass and my ass.
I figured that Jada just be a big enough bitch that she would have handled it herself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like chivalry is dead in that relationship.
Well, they weren't even sitting at the same table.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
notice that? You know, it's like, oh, we're so close and we're so in love.
a
And we don't
man's
even
duty
sit
to
by each
defend his
other.
wife. I agree. It's a man's duty
Even
to
if
defend
it
his
is,
wife.
I get that if it was real that he was defending his wife. I'm still not convinced.
She
that
shouldn't
it
even have
wasn't
been.
staged.
She shouldn't even be his wife.
I'm not. I agree, Tyler.
But see, now to me, that's getting into their personal relationship.
Right.
You know,
And,
they-
like I said,
just 'cause
whatever
you
has
have
gone
different
on between them
standards or whatever of how you
Up
in your
to this
relationship
point.
is, you know, versus
and you
hers.
don't know. Maybe Will's into that shit. Maybe he's
Right.
like,
that
maybe
meme,
maybe
remember that
those
meme I
are
put on
his
your
feet.
thing of him crying on national TV? That's not the face of a man that's into that kind of
you
stuff.
fucking my son's homie.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You entangled with my son's homie.
Mind if I fucking watch from the closet
Mind if I
again?
watch?
You guys.
Just let me get a videotape. I don't even see live.
Yeah.
What goes on between them is up to them. The bottom line is at that moment, that's a
Right.
husband and wife sitting together at
Right.
the Oscars.
Well, kind of at different tables, but it's fine.
Were they at different tables?
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily pay attention.
He was sitting there and she was sitting over there, and they're two different tables.
They were right by each other. I think
They were farther away from you and I. If you go back and look at the picture, he's sitting over there.
They were close enough
she's
for
sitting, he's at this table, and there's somebody sitting here, and she's at another table sitting right there.
Well, see, like the girl that's right next to him was also laughing, and I
Yeah.
thought that was her. I didn't realize that she was the one all the way on the other, like
Right,
in the,
that's
in
what
the
I'm
frame.
saying. They
Yeah.
weren't sitting next to each other.
The girl that he was sitting beside was laughing. I thought, oh
Right.
man, they were laughing. And
And
then I thought they were
and
both
see her
laughing, and then he
face whenever
smacked
he
him.
says, "Keep your fucking name
Yeah,
out of your
yeah.
fucking mouth" or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And that girl, I was like, "Oh," I'm
Right.
sitting there going, "I don't know what to."
That lady's like, man, this is the best fucking Grammy.
This is awesome party. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
yeah.
Am I gonna get my ass whipped on
Like,
this?
close enough to finger bang. That's close enough.
Oh wow! Your mom's got to stop commenting. Anyway,
That's not my mom. What an asshole.
right?
Oh shit. Same table, different sides. See, you guys are stupid.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Pull it
she's
up.
pretty far away.
Huh?
She might not have been at a different table, but like they weren't sitting
It
right
seemed
next
like
to
it was
each
a
other.
different table. I thought there were round tables, and she was a completely different table. But
Well,
again,
I mean,
I am not the purveyor of knowledge on the Oscars because I didn't watch all of it except for the slap part. To be honest with you, I can't even tell you
You
who won.
only watched the slap part,
I didn't watch any of that. I just saw that on the internet,
the internet.
right? The interwebs,
Okay.
and watched the video of it.
Amy Schumer was traumatized by Will Smith slapping Chris Rock.
Oh wow, dude.
Wow.
You know who's got the hardest job
All right, let me
tonight?
see if I can.
Javier Bardem.
Let's see if I can
and his
just
wife
bring this
are-
up. I think I can. See if I can. I gotta go here real quick. I think I can do this. All right, we're gonna go properties. Talk you guys through this real quick. Yeah,
Have you got it?
I do have.
You have a still frame of it. And what's your thoughts?
I do have it. Give me 1 second here, and I will have it. I think.
Oh, don't hit that button.
No, that's the right button. Don't Don't you worry about nothing.
You sure?
Yeah, don't you worry about nothing. I have to. Man, what Tyler says? What are you guys gonna talk at all?
No,
I got
no. We're
sucked in.
more interested in watching you try to figure this out.
I got sucked
'cause to
into
us,
Will
it's-
Smith memes, dude.
Yeah, you did.
It's a long road. You'll never get out of, bud.
All right, I gotta start over. But yeah, I'm gonna show you this, and I can't wait to prove you guys wrong. Look at that.
Wow, that was awesome.
Sounds coming through. Hey, listen, when you're living this life as a podcast producer,
Yeah,
okay, like nobody,
it'll be reflected in your pay.
right? Oh, wait, do I already have a YouTube? Oh, I do.
Ooh, are we getting crazy over there? Sounds like it.
We are getting crazy over here. Properties. Because we played that McRib Santa Claus thing.
Huh?
That's right.
I don't even know what that means.
It's good times.
Are these twist off?
No, it's an import.
Wow, Boy Scout prepared. Haha.
You're the most prepared motherfucker I've ever seen.
I was a
in my
Boy
life.
Scout.
You were a Boy Scout?
Yes.
Wow, that's cute.
Wait, was this pre or post fondling? Did they still do that back in your day? or do you feel cheated?
Poor guy.
Very cheated.
Poor guy. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Never been molested by a Boy Scout, but I fucked a lot of Scout leaders. Never been.
All right. All right. We can finally play this moment. So here we go.
All right.
I'll show you guys the whole damn thing.
With no.
Him and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord.
Gotta see this.
Jada, I love
See,
you.
you see her sitting there?
G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
They're just turned away. You know what I mean?
Dude, I think they're different tables.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Let's watch it one good time.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
It didn't sound like
I don't know.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Will Smith
Oh, wait,
smacked
wait.
the shit out of him.
he may have smacked him, but he had like they was wearing a mic right here, right?
Right.
So Will Smith probably hit the mic, but if the mic was right here, you would have figured you'd have heard
You'd
that
still
slap
hit.
like a motherfucker.
Right?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't know. That'll
You
be
know
the
what I
great
mean?
debate that'll never get probably decided.
It don't matter. Guess what? They're both probably making a shitload of money now.
Right.
from
Guess
something.
what? I'm still not going to watch the Oscars next year.
Yeah.
I don't care who
I'm
slaps
not going to
who.
watch the Oscars either.
Oscars.
Right.
The
Iron
Oscars.
smacks.
All right. All right. So, in 10 days, I'll be a married man.
Hey,
Yeah.
You two.
are all of our ties supposed to be bright red?
Mine's purple.
Shut up.
Mine's purple with flowers on it. Yours
Right.
isn't?
What color are they really supposed to be? Blue?
They are supposed to be, yours is blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just make sure I got the right tie. Everything else I think was good.
Tyler ever smacked a woman's ass but don't catch it just right. That classic slap sound doesn't always happen. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you figured it'd have been like as hard as he hit him, he would have just got right back up. Like that, you got to recover from that slap.
That's true. He just kept laughing and stuff.
You need to recover from that. Like that was a hard fucking slap.
unless he just missed him, you know. Maybe
Well, I
he
don't
tried
know.
to slap him, but he just missed him, you know, and gave him the old. Because you know they do an acting movie all the time. It's not like he walks around slapping
That's
people.
what
He
I'm
walks
saying.
around fake slapping people all the time.
Yeah.
So that's probably what he did and kind of just missed.
Maybe.
But I don't
But
know.
still, like if he connected with them, even most of the way, well, smack that hard, dude. That's fucking. Your lips gonna be bleeding or something. Like your inside your cheeks gonna be bloody. Something's gonna be bleeding.
Right? Yeah, I agree. You would think something or more reaction, more reaction before he didn't even step back. He kind of.
No.
I mean, it was coming at him.
I've seen a lot of bar fights. There's always
Right.
blood.
Right?
Always.
Most of the time.
All
But
right.
anyway, I don't know. Like I said, the debate will go on forever. I don't know that we're
it'll
ever
go
going to
on.
cure it, but at least the memes will be out there forever to remind us.
I don't know that it'll go on forever, but
No,
well, I'm
as
sure
soon
it'll
as
come
he
up back
falls out of the
up again when
limelight,
the
he'll find
Oscars
some
are
way
on
to
again
fuck
next
himself
year.
again.
Right. Hey.
so something else I wanted to show you.
Hey, okay, here's a quick question. What movie did he win the award for?
King Richard.
Okay. Never saw it. Hey, wasn't that a movie about violence or something?
It was a movie about sports, tennis, I believe.
Yeah.
How you go from being in a tennis movie to fucking slapping people on the stage at the Oscars, dude?
I don't know, man. When you're Will Smith, I guess you can do anything.
Yeah.
True story. All right, so
I bet people are fucking renting the shit out of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air right now, just watching the fuck out of it.
Well, he's got that new one he's producing. It's on like Peacock or something.
I don't know, but whatever.
You seen that?
He's like, got to get this.
There's a new one out, like that's kind of the play on
them
the same
royalties,
thing, but a
dude.
little more up to date, I guess. I got all those on VHS anyway, man.
I bet you do. You used to have an old fucking
VHS player.
yeah,
Hey,
a player.
You know,
Yeah,
don't you wish you did?
Yeah, like how you think I watch all my porn still? You can't get the shit
Slow-mo.
You can't get this old shit on them DVDs.
So here's my next article discussion. I want you guys to listen to a sound clip that I have that really struck me last night. I want to discuss this
Okay.
because this is something I think about more often than I should. But I was blown away when I heard this. So it's a good little theory on
Rob's out here messing up the pronouns, dude.
right.
Cancel culture.
So check this out.
Another crazy conspiracy theory. What if the idea of permanent death isn't actually real? What if our consciousness transfers to an alternate universe, into an alternate reality, a parallel universe, every time we're faced with impending death? And what if Stephen Hawking was right when he proposed that black holes can possibly serve as a gateway into parallel universes? And quantum physicists believe that information is similar to energy in that it cannot be destroyed, simply transformed or transferred. And if we assume that what was depicted in the movie Interstellar, when Cooper was within the gravitational field of the black hole and he was conveying and relaying the information of what he was seeing back to planet Earth, is true, and if we assume that every parallel universe's reality is slightly altered, slightly different, which could possibly explain the Mandela effect, the question then becomes, what is consciousness exactly? What if consciousness is nothing more than a conglomeration of information dressed in the guise of our thoughts, memories, and awareness? And what if your physical body, the person watching this right now, has already died countless times in alternate universes, parallel universes, because your consciousness isn't allowing you to accept death because it can't be destroyed? Death is non-existent for our consciousness. And what if, as a defense mechanism, your consciousness erases any and all remnants of any memories you had in any of your past lives, forcing you to be reborn as a blank slate? And what if this is what Plato meant when he proposed the theory of recollection back in 300 BC? That knowledge is never located in the external world, but rather located internally and remembered via consciousness. So what if this theory explains deja vu, Mandela effect, and the fact that some people feel as if they have an older soul? Because your soul, your consciousness, has lived countless, infinite lives. What if there's a very small seed of memory from each of these lives that has survived deep within your subconscious? There's another
Crazy, right?
That's some fucking
You ever thought about that?
Men in Black shit.
You ever think about that shit?
No.
No.
Sorry, I'm not that deep.
No. No. So I
know that you could die multiple times. Like
Basically,
like yesterday I died, but then I came back to. I mean,
no, that's not what that means. Right? It's too
Okay,
deep for
I'm
Patrick
lost.
to even
Right.
understand.
I agree with what's his name. Yeah, I gotta smoke a joint.
Could be more weed.
I have to get a bunch of weed or something. You
Maybe
know,
that's why I'm getting it.
right.
Maybe that's why it makes so much sense to you now.
So I
But-
saw that.
but I mean, like, there's some you got we've gotten like exponentially smarter over the time, right?
right.
Like say someone already knew something, or what are like really smart people, like they just keep getting smarter. Does that make sense? Like that's how
Yeah.
we keep advancing so fast.
Yeah. Like for me, it's like the mystery, right? What happens when you die?
right?
Like I've always
Fuck no.
I'm infatuated with this. What
Yeah.
happens when you die?
Your consciousness is what you're infatuated with consciousness,
Right.
and that so you
Because
if
I
you-
don't feel like
if you die, you move to an alternate universe in which you're still alive and still your consciousness is still in existence. Then
correct. Like what if you never die?
Well, I don't know how long does this last? Forever?
What if we're dead in an alternate universe that we've already been to, but now we're here in this universe, continuing to live on because our consciousness is still here, right?
So we still have consciousness from the other universe we were in before.
Yeah, but it wipes itself, so you don't remember any of it and get scared to death.
So maybe, you know how they always say, like, you have this massive fear of drowning because maybe in your altered life or whatever you drowned.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I've heard that before. But
Yeah.
And I
don't know.
I talked about this last time we discussed this on the podcast. And like I said, I only wanted to bring that up because it's a TikTok I watched last night, and I probably watched and listened to that TikTok 15 times. And I'm just sitting here like processing all this, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy. But it's one of those things. It's like you catch 22, right? Like, we'll never know
Right.
because you don't get to know that. Like, these things just happen, and you can't explain them.
Right.
You know, and
It's like deja vu. Like I get some deja vu sometimes. I'm like, motherfuck.
right,
Right.
I'm like, it feels like I've literally done this thing already,
yeah,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Everybody gets that every once in a
That's what
while.
I'm saying.
You know, it's
dude. There's customers that walk into the bar sometimes. I've never seen them before in my life, and they sit down, and I remember them making their drink order. I know what they're drinking. It's unreal.
really.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be like a psyche, like you see the future type thing?
Well, you know, whether it's Mandela effect or just deja vu or whatever.
Yeah. Or maybe you're just a really good guesser.
Yeah, right. I'm like, you look like a Budweiser, you piece
Right.
of shit.
And the guy's like, man, I really want a Coors Light, but I don't want to say anything bad to him because he's my bartender. So it works out every time. We figured it out,
Yeah,
Sean.
right.
People are just afraid to say no. So we
Fair
just go,
enough.
you got it, buddy. You got it.
So I sit here and I process.
That
all
is
this.
extremely deep to try to sit and process all that.
Sure.
And try to think.
But here's the thing. I refuse to accept the fact that when we die, we're just dead. Done so. I refuse to accept that as reality.
So you don't buy into the whole heaven and hell and the soul and all that stuff?
No, I do buy into an afterlife. I do.
Okay.
I refuse to
So,
believe that
so when they say
when I
consciousness,
die,
could you also be
the
saying
lights
soul?
are just
Yeah,
out
yeah, that's
and
what
I
that
don't
is.
exist anymore.
Okay.
The lights are just out and I don't exist anymore. I refuse to believe that.
Well,
Oh god, dude!
I think part of it would be is if you didn't have a belief that there had to be something more, then life wouldn't really
that's
be
why
worth
someone-
living. You
that's
know
why
what I mean?
someone
It'd be
made
like,
up
okay, I'm just going to
religion.
be around here for, whatever it is, 80 years and die, and then that's it.
Yeah, that's
Right.
why someone made up
So-
religion a long time ago, right?
Right?
Make
Who
you
was
feel
it?
better about
Was
it.
it-
To make people like me feel better.
Was it you that was talking about how Jesus couldn't be married, or was that you telling me that last or something? How Jesus couldn't be married? Because like,
The
thinking,
funniest-
okay, yeah, so you went and wandered off with 12 of your other buddies,
Yeah.
and just never called, never did anything, right? Just wandering out there, and then finally show back up home.
Yeah,
Like she wouldn't be
Well,
pissed.
look at that example of a mother he had.
yeah.
Right?
Fucking Joseph's just working away, trying to make all the Jerusalem dollars he can. Comes home and Mary's like, I don't know how, but I'm pregnant.
Right.
And I'm sure it's divine. And Joseph's like, yeah.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
You think they had UPS men back then?
Milk
Yeah. All right. You know what? Because I don't have, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Right. I'm just going to go with you on this
You're
one.
going to get the benefit of the doubt. And those are, the please, Christians, those are jokes.
Right. Yeah.
Like-
Don't be calling the show.
Please, those
Do
are
not.
jokes.
Do not. Right.
But, yeah, the thing
My
is,
favorite thing is, it's like Jesus was from a Middle Eastern country, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, he's white as fuck." It's like, no, he wasn't.
no, there's a higher likelihood that Jesus operated a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're pissing off the religious people.
Ouch.
Ouch.
I mean, but that's true though. He's from the Middle East. Like, how
I'm
many?
saying they
generations-
had 7-Elevens back there. Like, where else would he work?
Ouch.
Oh, man, you're so going to hell.
Am I?
I don't know. It brings us right
Am
back
I?
to the topic. Right?
Am I, Patrick? I don't know. That's the thing. That's the question.
Right.
Am I going to hell or am I going to an alternate universe? So I go hang out with Stephen Hawking and be like, dude, you can walk? He's like, yeah.
No, why would if he can walk? Why would he still talk like that, dude?
That was the joke.
Oh my God! Now you
was
really
the
are going
joke.
to hell,
Teresa,
Patrick,
please pray for your son's soul. You go to bed
Patrick.
tonight. We really need
Patrick,
great
I know. I know.
Patrick.
Even my friend Jeff Dold was like, hey, idiot.
Easy.
Having a little bit of fun. Look, in 10 days, I'll be a married man. I won't be able to do this
Right.
podcast anymore. She's got
anymore?
she's got control over me, man. She's
Really?
like, she's like, when we get married, the podcast is over, and you can forget about having any fun. I don't know about alternate universes, but I do believe in past lives. Your body is just a vessel. I think that when you die, you move on to a different plane and can be reborn. I believe your loved ones that have passed still watch over you and are aware of your continuing life.
Yeah. Mom got you thinking now, doesn't she, buddy?
Yeah, trust me,
Right. It's all in the realm.
it's all
yes.
fun. It's so much fun to talk about, and it leaves me with this, I don't know, just these things to sit and process, and this is why I can't sleep at night.
Yeah.
This is, it was like it's anxiety, and I'm like, it's not anxiety, it's a search for information. Like,
Well, you're getting very introspective as you get close to your wedding, aren't you?
well,
I mean-
it's part of the anxiety.
Uh-huh.
That's why I went to the
Life-changing
doctor
events.
today. Funny story. 40 years old, made it to 40 years old, finally got prescribed blood pressure medicine today.
Woohoo! Welcome to it, man.
What?
Hey.
What? Tyler, are you on
Congratulations.
blood pressure meds?
Oh, what's up?
Well, I joined apparently an exclusive group
It's a pretty big group too.
of people who had blood pressure that made the doctor's office go, what the fuck?
How are you alive?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not on any sort of medicine.
Yeah?
I mean, heartburn pills, but that's it.
Yeah.
And you forget to take those half the time.
No, I've been getting
Have
better.
you?
Yeah, right. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom, for passing that down to me.
Yeah. Well, actually, I felt like it came more from Dad,
Oh.
but I hope it comes from Mom, and I get more of that. Dad has aneurysms. And
Yeah.
shit. Like, I don't want those. And Dad's managed his pretty well, and this and that. But yeah,
Is that something that develops or you have it all your life?
don't know.
An aneurysm?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
develop.
They develop.
Okay.
It basically it's a weak spot in an artery and it balloons out basically, and then when the balloon pops is the problem.
Wow. Thank you,
Right.
Dr. Killpatient. That was very, that was very
Doctor
good.
kill patient.
Dude, I'm a medical fucking.
That's
marvel,
all Three
okay?
Stooges right there, man.
Yeah, right.
No, dude, I know a lot about the medical community. I have watched every episode of Grey's Anatomy
Okay.
and
Wow.
and
That explains so much.
Royal Pains.
Yeah.
yeah,
Anatomy.
Royal Pains.
House. You ever watch House? Dude?
Yeah.
I know how to make people feel like shit. Okay. And Vicodin aren't too
Right.
bad either.
What was the old one with Jane Seymour? Doctor said out in the like the prairie of the West. It's probably before you were born.
Gunsmoke. Fucking
Something.
Bonanza. What are you talking about?
How was after that? It was like in the 80s.
Fucking old yeller.
Old Yeller.
You talking about Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman?
Yes, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need
Yeah.
to watch that too. You'll get even
no,
you'll get even
You'll
more
get even
knowledge.
more.
I don't need to know what would have killed someone on the Oregon Trail. I need to know something about something that like what happens when you eat a bat.
Oh, that's Bear Grylls.
Oh yeah.
That's Bear Grylls. He'll get you
When I
there.
eat a bat.
Yeah.
Wow. First world problems, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Man, I love seeing first world problems. I just want to make a Facebook page called that if there's not one already.
Probably,
Because
right.
like I was at Fry's Electronics in Indy one time and this fucker was like trying to fit like an 85-inch TV in the back of it, a brand new like Mercedes SUV. I'm like, first world problems, my big ass TV won't fit in my brand new
Right.
Mercedes.
Won't fit in my big ass
my big ass fucking brand new.
Well, you know what's bullshit is he can afford the Mercedes. He can afford the 85-inch TV, but he can't pay the fucking extra $100 for delivery. Get the fuck out of here.
That's what I mean.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude. Like that's first world problems right there. That's
Yeah.
at its finest.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Man, oh man.
So speaking of wedding,
Yeah.
it sounds like
Yeah, we got to
everything-
kind of close with that.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
'cause
We
that's-
it seems like everything's in order.
Well, you guys got your tuxes.
Yeah, and I tried mine
Wait,
on.
Didn't we tell him we didn't need shoes?
So
Oh yeah,
the shoes, we had to buy the shoes. It made the package cheaper.
Right.
We don't have to use the shoes, but we
Yeah,
do have to return the shoes.
Again,
Yeah,
first
yeah.
world problems.
First-
It's cheaper to get the shoes with the package than have them not put the shoes in. It costs an extra $5 for them not to put the shoes in.
But
Patrick
you-
already tipped him 10% because he didn't because he didn't know any better.
I didn't know how
Right.
to, I panicked.
and mine still came first.
right.
You guys are the only two, though, that know about why we don't need the shoes.
Oh yeah, didn't I let it slip already once?
Well,
What?
I mean, it wasn't your fault. I
Oh, that wasn't supposed to be out in public?
nah.
Oh,
So-
I'm going to have to take it off my Facebook page.
It's
Sorry, people, don't look.
Don't look at my Facebook right now.
I haven't posted anything for like 2 years. Go back
Yeah.
and check. It's the same thing.
But yeah, man, tuxes are in. I hope everybody's getting theirs and getting them tried on.
Yep. I tried
Make sure
mine
they're-
on. And
make sure they fit comfy. I'm
do
gonna
like
try
the
mine on
do like
later.
the old expandable top button there, and the
Yeah.
white
Yeah.
shirt. Gotta
Yeah.
appreciate that.
You're
you know.
welcome.
Yeah.
And I
And the
just,
clip-on tie is awesome. I mean,
man, I asked them. I was like, "Can we?" Get
it's really
real
not a
ties?
clip-on in my, what I mean? It's one of those that has the strap.
It
It's
goes
not-
around. It's got
yeah,
strap,
it doesn't
right.
have the, little old hook thing right there.
That don't even
It's
have
like,
anything
hey,
goes up in
is that a clip-on you got there, buddy? Right.
Yeah, no thanks though. But I wanted a real tie.
Right?
They didn't have them available. That wasn't an option for me.
Yeah, I can get why.
We could have all just bought ties.
Okay, don't
You
get me
can't.
started. Don't get me.
I had
went
this
through
conversation with
last night.
Patrick last night. You couldn't have just bought a tie because then it wouldn't match the vest.
What do you mean?
You had a swath or whatever the color. Why couldn't we just gone and?
Yeah. What do
Doesn't-
you mean? What do you mean match the vest?
Doesn't
We could've
work
ordered
like
'em.
that. Huh?
What do you mean? My vest is not a color.
Hey, and I didn't get anything that goes in the pocket.
Is my vest supposed to be colored?
What do you mean?
It's the same color as your coat. It's gray.
Yeah. Then what do you mean the tie wouldn't match
Oh,
the vest?
I guess you're right.
The tie, everything's gray except for the fucking.
I don't know.
Yeah, that made no. That's what scared me. I'm like, wait a fucking minute.
Hey, I'm glad he finally on that blood pressure medicine. It's gonna help.
Yeah, well, I just hope that I don't know if Sarah's watching or not, but
I don't know. Why did you say something bad about her?
no, I would never.
Okay,
I
good.
would.
Because we're going back to that whole thing. I will open hand slap you.
What are you watching?
Snapchat for my buddy from work.
Well, I'm glad we're so interesting, Tyler, that you
no.
can have to watch your Snapchat
No.
in the
What
middle of our
happened?
broadcast.
So he got mad playing a new game called Elden Ring. It's supposedly like the hottest new game out there, but it makes people so mad.